Tommy. My name is Jeff, and I am a co-founder of Lobo Leads, and I believe you spoke with my wife Megan recently about a video to provide you some tips and insight into digital marketing for Sharyland Handyman. I did do a quick Google search for your website, but I wasn't able to locate a specific business website. I did pull up things like for Angie and Home Advisor and Yelp. So, but nothing actually dedicated. So since you don't have a business website, I wanted to send you this quick video to show you what your competition is doing, where the market currently is for your types of services, and how developing a digital marketing presence can have huge benefits for your business, particularly when it comes to gaining new customers. So there are three things that I wanted to go over with you today. The first is content, the second is backlinks, and the third is something called citations. Now, content on a particular website is going to be all the text and all the text within your images, and then text that your images are saved as. So if we were to do something, a search for something like electrician McAllen, Texas, and we'll just go to this first one here. That's not one of the main directories. And so this is going to be all of your content, any text. This one's obviously pretty light on the content. They do have some separate pages here, but it's also going to include any images that might pop up, what they're saved as, things like that. Now, to be considered authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your front page, and you're going to be wanting it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent for you specifically. So you would be looking at things like electrician McAllen, Texas, like I just searched for, or appliance repair McAllen, Texas, the keyword phrases along those lines. And what we do as a company, Lobo Leads, is we actually do the research on the different keywords and everything that are drawing the largest volume in a given area. And so essentially what you would want to do is make sure that whatever the most people are searching for as far as your services go, you want to be the first thing that pops up for them. And this is where a customized business website would really shine, because not only could you target those keyword phrases, you would also be able to include things like customer testimonials, any social media pages that you might have, like LinkedIn or Facebook, and then definitely including pictures of previous projects. All of that together, what that does is it builds your credibility as a service provider and builds your trust. With your the visitors to your site and potential customers. So the next thing I wanted to go over is something called backlinks. Now, because you don't have your own website, this is kind of further down the line in the development of your online presence. So a backlink is what Google uses to essentially rate the credibility and the trustworthiness of your site. So you can think of it kind of like a popularity contest, because all Google is looking at with backlinks is how many times other websites are pointing back at you and their credibility. So it's really important to remember with that in mind that not all backlinks are created equal. It means you're going to get a lot more power and influence from a backlink that is related to your industry. For example, an electrician blog that specifically mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services that happens to be pointing back at you for some sort of reference. Something that has to do with the services you offer. You're going to have a lot more power and influence given from a backlink like that, as opposed to a backlink from like your local Domino's pizza that has nothing to do with your business. So a tool that we use to measure backlinks and their quality is something called Arifs. And what I did is I plugged in that website that we just went to, Jamie's Electric, just to see, because they are one of the top ones that are ranking for electrician, McAllen, Texas. You can see they have 197 backlinks from 22 referring domains, which means there's 22 different websites pointing back 197 times to James Electric. Now their organic traffic is 14, which isn't terribly high, but after doing some research on those different keywords for various services, and this is just in the McAllen area, didn't look into anything like Harlingen or specifically in Mission, just because they're smaller towns, and there's well over 200 people per month looking for services like that. So even if you're able to convert a handful of those into paying customers, that's additional revenue that you're driving into your business. So the last thing that I wanted to go over with you is something called citations. I think that's building your citations would be incredibly beneficial to you because you don't currently have a website. Citations are important because we can go back to this this Google search that I did. People that are looking for electricians, such as yourself, will type in pretty much what I did here. Sometimes they'll say near me, but if they're in McAllen, Google will automatically pre-populate that with McAllen, Texas. So the first thing that you'll notice pops up is this map right here and these listings. This is called a Google Map Pack, and you may have heard of some of these businesses that are located in here. The only thing that is driving their placement in these top 3 spots are what I just referred to as citations. And all a citation is your name, address, and phone number of your business. And again, you do need to have a Google My Business associated with you, so you would have to set that up. But that's going to be your tie-in to all the different directories that are online, and a directory is just somewhere where you're listing that name, address, and phone number. So Yelp, Home Advisor, Porch, House, White Pages, Yellow Pages, there's hundreds of them out there. And the only reason that these 3 are showing up whenever people search for it is because they have the most. Not because they have the most ratings. As you can see, there's no particular order of this. Not because of the length or the amount of time their business has been open. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is the amount of citations that they have, and Elite Electric happens to have the most. So that would be something that could really boost your business's visibility, because that's what would show up first whenever people click into this, and about 70% of the people that end up clicking into this area go with the top spot. So that would be your end goal, is to get you up there. So if you have any questions or you'd like to discuss it further, we would be happy to talk with you. You can contact Megan at the number that's listed in her signature on the email that contained this link, and hope you were able to learn something about online marketing, and hope you have an excellent rest of your day.